Gone, just like that. The Halo Infinite flight's finally over. I wonder what everybody's thinking. I wonder if everybody's feeling the same way I'm feeling. Like there just wasn't enough time. Hey everybody, what's up? Austin back again with another Halo Infinite video. Today we're gonna be talking about the Infinite flight, the very first one, how it went, what's the pros, what's the cons, and what's something we should expect for the next flight. Stay tuned and get ready to drop. All right, so first things first, let's talk about the pros. Let's talk about our first pro, gameplay. Now when it comes to gameplay, 343 definitely nailed this one. From the weapon variety, the choice of maps, and as well as the shooting mechanics. 343's major focal point when it came to creating Halo Infinite was creating a spiritual reboot. During the flight, the multiplayer mechanics reminded me a lot of like a Halo 3 and Halo 5 combination. I felt like I had the movement from Halo 5 with the shooting mechanics of Halo 3. I don't think you could get a better combination than that out of every Halo multiplayer there ever was. And up next, you couldn't have multiplayer without the maps. So let's dive into them. So throughout the flight, we had access to 3 maps: Bazaar, Live Fire, and Recharge. Now, if I had to rank the maps, I would definitely go Live Fire first, Recharge second, and then Bazaar third. The reason why Live Fire is my personal favorite out of the bunch is because there's 3 points of action. You can fight in the middle, you can fight on the right, or you can fight in the left, and they're in open spaces, so there's not really a whole lot to cover. Live Fire is great for pushing the action. You'll see what I mean here. As soon as you come out of spawn, you're going either right, middle, or left. If you go to the left, that's where all the bots run. It's just how they're programmed, I'm assuming, but it's super great for these situations. A lot of the time it's, you know, you're running around the map trying to find someone to kill. This is just short, sweet, and to the point. Unlike the other maps, this one has very, very open space to where there's not room for cover. It's fast paced. Every corner you turn, more than likely there's an enemy sitting there waiting for you. Everybody has their own type of play style. Mine is just fast paced and play aggressive. So I think that Live Fire is the perfect map for my play style. And now we have Recharge, my second favorite. Personally, I like this map because of the levels. And with Recharge and Live Fire, this was a close first. It really could have went either way. Live Fire to me is just more open and a lot easier to push. Whereas in Recharge, you have to deal with multiple levels, lots of cover, a lot of corners. You don't know what's on the other side. Also, I'm kind of upset that I couldn't throw grenades at the gravity hammer and have it come to me. But hey, the grapple hook works just as well. But overall, I would have to give the map a 9 out of 10, only because of the fact that I don't like how much cover there is. Other than that, it would have got a 10 out of 10, and it would have been my favorite. Now it's time we move on to the last one, Bazaar. Now don't get me wrong, although I did rank these maps, I do like each and every single one. They all provide a unique experience for every player, and you can't get better than that. Again, with me, the only reason I wasn't a big fan of Bazaar was because, again, I just feel like there's too much cover, not a whole lot of opportunities to rush, and the main fight is always in the middle, so you know that at all times everybody's pushing the same center. So I'll give that map an 8 out of 10. Still good, but not quite good enough. Next, let's talk about how 343 took customization for your Spartan to the next level. All right, let's take a look. Let's go into the armor hall and have a look around. As you can see, they did away with the primary and secondary colors, substituting it in for shaders, which I think was a super great idea. It gives your Spartan their own individual persona in a sense. And as far as the regular customization, you can do from head to toe. It's actually insane how much you can customize on your Spartan. I believe this is the most you could customize your Spartan throughout every Halo that's ever been made. Only thing close to it, I believe, would have been Reach. All right, now let's take a look at the weapons. As you can see, the weapons are fully customizable as well. Unfortunately, I don't think they're gonna have attachments, which wasn't a big issue for me either way, but the skins are super dope addition to your weapons, so now you can have your own custom skins. Then in the vehicle bay, you know, your basic Warthog, Gun Goose, Scorpion, Wasp, and all the other vehicles that are in can also receive a coating. You also has prosthetics. Your AIs can be changed. Their colors can be changed as well. You know, you can't go wrong with orange, or red, or blue, or green, or lightest red. And then we go through the battle pass. There's only 20 levels to be unlocked here. I wasn't able to reach the very last one, but I was able to get to 14, so there's a pat on the back for myself. I like what 343 is doing with the battle passes now, where they're giving players a chance to unlock previous battle passes rather than them expiring, allowing them to unlock old armor that they wanted in the past, but they just didn't have time to get. I think it's super amazing the way they're doing it. Honestly, I thought I would have more than just one con, but I couldn't find any. The only con I had with the game was just the fact when I reset my game and it reset my whole settings from my controller layout to my FOV, my vibration turned on. It was just little small things like that. But other than that, there's really, to me, no cons. I didn't have any crashes. I didn't have any errors. I had a pretty smooth experience for my first flight. If that's how the first flight went, I would imagine the next flight is going to be even smoother. Now let's wrap it up with the things we expect to see in the next flight. What I would like to see next, first and foremost, is definitely Big Team Battle 2.0. I would love to see how the vehicles interact on the maps. I'd love to see bigger maps. That's definitely up top on my up on the very top of my list. Secondly, there was one thing that needed to be implemented. If there's one thing that needed to be implemented from the old games, would definitely be a veto system. I think a veto system is an underrated thing. You know, sometimes people don't want to play the same map over and over, because sometimes you'll get in a match and it's just the same map over and over and over and over again. But that veto system helps that, because you can, you know, have a majority vote and everybody vetoes the map off. And finally, what I'd like to see is some objective modes, like capture the flag, bomb, oddball. There's so many. There's so many more that I'm sure we haven't even seen yet that they are cooking up right now at 343. Objective game modes would be awesome to play. All right, well, now you're all caught up with the flight and what happened, what you missed, and the pros, the cons, and hopefully what we'll see in the next flight. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, drop a subscription, and most importantly, ring that bell so you know exactly when another Infinite video drops. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you have a solid day, night, afternoon. I hope you have a solid day, night, afternoon, whatever it is for you. And I hope to see you in the next one. See you, Starside Spartans.